How's it going, everybody? Kanye West, officially a billionaire. Congratulations, Kanye. And today we are going to be talking about Bitcoin, which of course comes in right now at $7,548 at the current time of making this video, according to CoinMarketCap. And in this video today, we're going to be discussing a multitude of things, including Cardano, the current situation that we see, Shelley, and the developing Cardano project, and of course, cryptocurrency at large, how we've been watching a lot of these different variables really come into place. And I would be very, very optimistic about Bitcoin if I were a person in a situation where I just bought zero point 0.1 Bitcoin and I'm waiting to see where it goes. I think everybody sees the writing on the wall as far as the financial situation that the world is coming into right now. Very, very trying times. And it's very difficult, I'd imagine, to be somebody who's clinging on to the old past paradigm, because let's face it, there's a old world and there's a new world. There's the world of retail, there's the world of brick and mortar, and now more than ever we see a very sort of Hunter S. Thompson coming into its own, almost one of those old novelish sort of. I'm trying to think of the guy's name, but there's a old novel out there by this guy. Infinite Jest. And this guy made a very staunch prediction in Infinite Jest where he talked about everybody living indoors, everybody remote commuting, working from home. It's very simple stuff right now, and very writing on the wall kind of things. But in now just making just the slightest stretch of the imagination to imagine exactly how are we going to see the world functioning. And I think blockchain does have a really big part to play as far as, call me crazy, but I think it's not a stretch of the imagination to imagine that the mainstream, lamestream media is going to come around to Bitcoin, whether they have or have not already. I think that it's going to be a virtual love child of the mainstream media as things continue to get going. And we see it happening with people buying large, at least $1,200 stimulus check amount of Bitcoin at a time. So all that being said, I want to play this video right here. Bitcoin explained in 2 minutes. Very, very hilarious video, but telling, very telling. And we're going to listen to it. And then we're going to continue along with the news and talking about Cardano and all that stuff that you guys love. I have a great video lined up for you today. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Bitcoin is the world's first cryptocurrency, and it works because of the world's first public blockchain network. What does Bitcoin do? It's simple. It lets you send and receive value to and from anyone in the world using nothing more than a computer and an internet connection. Now, why is it revolutionary? Because unlike every other tool for sending money over the internet, it works without the need to trust a middleman. The lack of any corporation in between means that Bitcoin is the world's first public digital payments infrastructure. And by public, I simply mean available to all and not owned by any single entity. Now, we have public infrastructure for information, for websites, for email. It's called the internet. But the only public payments infrastructure that we have is cash, as in paper money. And it only works in face-to-face transactions. Before Bitcoin, if you wanted to pay someone remotely over the phone or the internet, then you could not use public infrastructure. You would rely on a private bank to open their books and add a ledger entry that debits you and credits the person you're paying. And if you both don't use the same bank, well, then there'll be multiple banks and multiple ledger entries in between. With Bitcoin, the ledger is the public blockchain, and anyone can add an entry to that ledger, transferring their Bitcoins to someone else. And anyone, regardless of their nationality, race, religion, gender, sex, or creditworthiness, can for absolutely no cost create a Bitcoin address in order to receive payments digitally. Bitcoin is the world's first globally accessible public money. Is it perfect? No. Neither was email when it was invented in 1972. Bitcoin's not the best money on every margin. It's not yet accepted everywhere. It's not used often to quote prices, and it's not always a stable store.
I love that video. I could play that video, on Christmas. It's a great video. So anyway, we have Netherlands-based Bitcoin savings service, closing doors. Bitcoin savings service based in the Netherlands is shutting its doors 1 week from now, with its founder citing, referring to recently established regulations as the essential driver in the close of the service. Europe is, continent-wide. AMLD5 went live in January, putting new pressure on cryptocurrency firms. Bump in the road. The top cryptocurrency whale trashes, of course, Ethereum market ploy. No utility. One of the most hyped aspects of the Ethereum ecosystem, decentralized finance, has been under the microscope over the past few weeks, after a double whammy hack. Definitely interesting. Many of you wanted me to point that out, so there you go. Institutional traders highly active as importance of Bitcoin rally grows clear. Definitely some writing on the wall there. So it will be interesting to see, how Cardano, I think that the potential, for multiple, dollar value, getting to the other side of the decimal point, it's not out of the question by any stretch of the imagination for an altcoin, of prestige, such as Cardano, especially as we see, a lot of these different things, as they've been developing, and I think it will be very interesting to see how the reception is, on the public space, as we see a lot of these different variables really coming into their own. Now, of course, Toronto's first publicly traded Bitcoin fund trades over 160K 24 hours as Bitcoin heads towards halving mark. The network, Indite looks in good health. That's good. China-based crypto has stolen more than $10 million. Shame on you for that. But yeah, it will be interesting to see just how the space develops, incrementally. But of course, remember, like I said, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Of course, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your dad. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes. So make sure you do your own research when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm not here to tell you what to do. So anyway, in recent Cardano news, we do have this interesting article, which is Charles Hopkinson explains how Cardano could get to $1 trillion market cap, which I found very interesting. So my whole argument for academic rigor is it's not just about today, it's about tomorrow. In two different respects. It's about tomorrow from the respect that we can get protocols that can scale to billions of users, and there are no protocols in the world that right now allow us to do that. So they have to be designed. And then two, who will come up with the protocols 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Will there always be a genius around? Probably not. Luckily enough, we have people like Charles Hopkinson around today. So we believe the cryptocurrency futures have already possessed some attributes of market-leading indicators, and spot market participants can refer to figures, trading volume for position management. At this time, investors need to adjust their positions besides, and the market shutdown. Only when the future volume finally shrinks, the market may experience a meaningful rebound. So it will be interesting just to see how the wider, everything from the Dow, just a wide array of all these different economic variables respond in time to the current situation that we've been seeing. But that's all for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please comment down below letting us know what you guys think. Just in the time of making this video, the Bitcoin price has changed over $2. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a good day and stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.